All right, video looks good, timer looks good. Let's dive into our first presentation of this Friday with Xavier.
When I first adopted my cats, I was living with my parents. My parents didn't want cats, so we ended up designating the guest room to be the cat room. That's where they stayed, and that's where I got to know them. When I moved into an apartment with my fiance and his brother, my cats gained the freedom to roam the entire house. I watched their personalities change and adapt over time to the increase in space and to the presence of another cat. Some of the changes were for the better, like how they greet my friends faster. Some were for the worse, like how they fight now. But as they've grown and changed, I've noticed myself growing and changing along with them. I am like my cats, Gideon and Gabby. Today I will explain how my cats and myself are strict about our bedtime, picky about our food, and anxious around large groups of people. Let's start with something that's important to all of us: sleep. Just like my cats, I know the importance of a good night's rest. Cats generally get 12 to 16 hours of sleep a day. I don't sleep quite as much. I do make sure to get a healthy 8 hours every night. I'm bipolar, and it's important for me to maintain proper sleep hygiene for my mental health. Part of practicing good sleep hygiene is having a routine around bedtime. My cat Gideon is part of my routine. He ushers me to bed and gets grumpy when I don't follow him, just like I get grumpy if I stay up too late. Now that you know how much we value sleep, let's move on to another important part of our lives: food. My cats and I are both very particular when it comes to what we eat, and we don't settle for just anything. Cats are also generally pretty well known for being picky about the food they eat. I've made the mistake more than once of buying a large bag of food for my cats and it essentially going to waste because they didn't like it. In a similar vein, more than one meal has gone to waste because I didn't like it after the first bite. My cats also will only drink running water. They're picky that way. I don't need to drink running water, but I can't drink from the tap. I have to flavor it with Mio at the very least. We covered sleep and food, two things my cats and I are very particular about. But another thing we all struggle with is dealing with the unexpected. Whether it's large groups of people or sudden loud noises, anxiety is something my cats and I experience all too often. When my fiance hosts his Dungeons and Dragons games at our apartment, me and my cats can be found hiding in the back room. When my fiance sneezes, the cats are startled. I am well known among my friends for being startled by loud noises as well. It's mostly a point of humor. To sum it all up, my cats and I aren't just companions. We're alike in more ways than one. Whether it's our shared love for a good nap, our particular tastes, or our mutual preference for quiet, calm environments, it's clear we have a lot in common. Over the years, just like Gabby and Gideon, I've grown and adapted to new situations. But at our core, we all stay true to who we are. So, if you ever find yourself wondering what I'm like, just think of a cat. Independent, a little picky, and always looking for the coziest spot.